Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Integrated Physics Studies IPS. एथरे मु ऑलरेडी प्लस 2 सेकंड ईयर सिलेबस कंप्लीट कर सारी एवं मु प्लस 3 CBCS ऑनलाइन क्लासेस रो वीडियोज गुडा अपलोड करी जदि भल लगिला ताले लाइक कर देबो एवं सब्सक्राइब कर देबो जो वीडियोज गुडा मु अपलोड करी तार नोटिफिकेशन पई एठी बेल आइकन को ऑल रे सेट कर देबो गोटे इंपोर्टेंट जिंस वीडियोज रो ऊपर एठी जो 3 डॉट्स देखुछो तार क्वालिटी एठी देखो बाय डिफॉल्ट 360 अछि तमे ताकू बढ़े मध्य करिवो एठी एडवांस रे क्लिक करी तमे रिजोल्यूशन बढ़े पारिबो प्रति वीडियोज रे मु पीडीएफ लिंक देबी ताकू एठी ड्रॉप डाउन लिस्ट रु तमे क्लिक करी डाउनलोड मध्य करि परिबो पीडीएफ को लास्ट रे एठी जो मोर चैनल नेम अछि याकू क्लिक करी तमे एठी प्ले लिस्ट को जाई मु प्रति वीडियोज को यूनिट वाइज एज पर सिलेबस सजाई के रखिथिबी तमे सर्च करि परिबो ओके थैंक यू। हेलो स्टूडेंट्स आज टॉपिक रे हमें इलेक्ट्रो डिपोजिशन विषय रे पढ़िबा which is a liquid phase chemical method for the synthesization of nanostructured materials and it belong to the bottom of approach of synthesizing the nanomaterials. Okay, now thin films have been extensively used in case of microelectronics and there are numerous and growing applications like in case of communications, then optical electronics, then coatings of all kinds and also energy generation. So electrodeposition is a long established method in order to deposit the metallic layers on a conducting substrate. Okay, so here the ions in the solutions are deposited onto the negatively charged cathode carrying the charge at the rate which is measured in the form of a current in the external circuit, right? Now the layer thickness is a function of two things, current density and the time for which the current flows. Okay, and the deposit can be detached if the substrate is chosen to be soluble by dissolving it away. Okay, so here you can see the figure of the electro deposition process which is based on the discharge of the metallic ions which are present inside the electrolyte and it goes towards the negatively charged cathode. Okay, the same figure has been given in a detailed way in another book which I have taken. Okay, this one. So here you can see this is ELD and this is EPD. Okay, so EPD means electrophoretic deposition and ELD means electrolytic deposition. Okay, so there are actually two types of electro deposition process which are used in the ceramic processing. Okay, now EPD here it is a cathodic electrodeposition process in which the suspensions of ceramic particles are used, and the second one ELD is based on the use of metal salts solution. Okay, so ELD enables the formation of ceramic films and nanostructured powders, whereas EPD is an important tool for the preparation of thick ceramic films and body shaping. Okay, you can see in case of EPD here thick films are produced, where in case of ELD thin films are produced. Okay, both are containing the respective electrodes, right? Now this electrodeposition process is also called as anodization. Okay, why so? Because here the pores are formed in the anode of the electrodeposition cell. Okay, and the dimensions of these pores depend on various factors such as electrolyte, anodization current, anodization time and deposition temperature, etc. Okay, so this is what taken from the second book which I have included in the PDF. Okay, now coming back to the first book, so the electrodeposition is most suitable technique for the deposition of nanostructured thin films from aqueous solution which serve as the samples under investigation, and it is particularly suitable for the fabrication of heterojunctions simply through a change in the deposition electrolyte. Okay, so electrodeposition of metallic layers from aqueous solution is based on discharge of metal ions which are present in the electrolyte of a cathode surface, that is the substrate or component. Okay, now the metal ions accept an electron from the electrically conducting material at the solid electrolyte interface and then deposit as metal atoms onto the surface. Okay, The electrons required for this purpose are either supplied from an externally applied potential source, or they are surrounded by a reducing agent which is present in the solution. So it is called as electroless reduction. Okay, the metal ions are then derived either from the metal salts which are added to the solution, or by anodic dissolution of the so-called sacrificial anode, which is made up of same metal and is to be deposited as the cathode. Okay, now the electrodeposited thin film, which are mechanically strong and uniform, and it has been observed that certain properties of the nanostructured deposits, such as like your hardness, then wear resistance, then electrical resistivity, are strongly affected by the grain size. Okay, so a combination of increased hardness and wear resistance will give you superior coating performance. Okay, so nano components which are fabricated using the electrodeposition process include wires which are consisting of alternating magnetic and non-magnetic layers, and each only a few nanometer of thickness, and single electron transistors, that is SETs, using niobium. Okay, so a slow electrodeposition process will result in a better final product. Okay, now let us see what are the various advantages of the electrodeposition process. So number one, it is relatively cheap, means it will be less costly, and also it is a fast process allowing the complex shapes. Okay, then it will have high utilization rate over the raw materials with low energy consumption, low material waste, having the ease of implementation and room temperature operation, and it is an exceptionally versatile process. And here precise control over the film thickness, morphology, stoichiometry, doping, etc. is possible. Okay, and finally it is an isothermal technique which avoids the negative effects like that of your interdiffusion, contamination, and dopant redistribution. Okay, now moving further, let us see the various applications of the electrodeposition process. Actually, electrodeposition has three main characteristics that make it very much suitable for the nano, bio, and micro technologies, right? And these characteristics are as follows. Number one, electrodeposition can be used to grow functional material through complex three-dimensional masks. Then number two, it can be performed near the room temperature from water-based electrolytes. And number three, this process can be scaled down to the deposition of a few atoms or up to a large dimension. Okay, so these applications are somewhat like the traditional one, but besides continuing the traditional applications, we can have the new applications of the electrodeposition which will emerge rapidly, and especially in the field of nanoelectronics, biotechnology, and energy engineering. Okay, so some specific applications of electrodeposition in the new field are like number one, the polymers and biomaterials which are electrodeposited for the biomedical applications, and the metal oxides and compound semiconductors which are grown electrochemically for the electronic and optoelectronic applications. Okay, so this is what about the electrodeposition process that I have taken from one book. Now this is what I have taken from another book which has given about the electrodeposition and its classification into two types, that is ELD and EPD, which we have already seen. Further, it has also given about the advantages of the electrodeposition process. So I advise you again to go through both the books, and by combining them you make your note accordingly. Okay,
Thank you.